Yo, hold the phone. Hold the phone right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. After reading this chapter, as I normally do, I like to see what other people think about the chapter, including you guys, whether it be on Twitter, whatever the case may be. I check out genuinely, okay, what some other people think about it, because I got my general consensus, you know what I'm saying, general consensus on this shit, but I want to see what y'all think. The fandom right now is pissed. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. And I'm like, is it the day where I actually have to somewhat defend One Piece? Normally, the fandom, you know, has a decent idea more or less, but a lot of people are pissed off with this chapter for a couple of different reasons. There was a couple of really awesome moments and a couple of really like, shaky, questionable moments. Let's talk about the one big thing. Let's get the elephant out the room, you know what I'm saying? Let's not drag our feet up on this shit, right? No. People are pissed off, essentially, because when Luffy attacked Big Mom, he didn't really do jack shit. He didn't move her. It was like a fucking feather to her big ass. And I'm like, do you want him to just kick Big Mom's ass like nothing? I mean, if anything, this is a testament and a wake-up call to a lot of the fandom to make us realize, oh shit, Luffy, he's not Yonko level yet. I mean, honestly, that's what I took from it. It's a big, grim reminder to the Straw Hats themselves as well and everybody around that Luffy ain't on that point. Now, there's a couple arguments as well, because something that people are pissed off about is that Luffy did one attack and he was already tired and Sanji dragged him away or whatever. Well, let's just think for a second. Don't forget that Luffy had a very small amount of rest after that giant fight with Cracker. He ate all those crackers and shit like that, and, you know, he got a little rest. That's not enough. After going through that incredible fight against Cracker, then he's gonna get a little bit of sleep and go fight a Yonko. That's not enough. Now, granted, again, this was a testament. Luffy's not ready, but he's tired of shit. He's been through hell in that forest and running around and everything. He's been through Sanji kicking him in the head and shit like that. He got his ass destroyed all throughout this island. He's been worn the fuck down. So, of course, he's going to be tired after a hit to Big Mom. Especially, he probably gave it his all with that one hit right there. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't see the problem. I do not. And I'm not going to mention any names of series and whatnot. But I do not want this shit to be where, oh, my friends are in trouble. My friends are in trouble, so I will defeat. Like, come on, stop it, bro. Like, I don't know what some of the fans are tripping out about. Okay, yeah, this felt like this was going to be the time to end Big Mom, and it seems as though it's not going to happen because Luffy and them are running away, and it seems as though this is going to be the first instance, I want to say, or one of the first instances in the new world that the Straw Hats are going to have to go back and resort to running again. Because if you remember in the last arc at the end of Dressrosa, Luffy said, we're done running. You know what I mean? When are we going to stop running and face them? The time is now. So I guess you can argue that maybe that's a contradiction to that. I'll give you that one. You know what I'm saying? That they're running again, and he's saying, after we face Kaido, then we'll come back and beat you. And it's like, if you can't beat Big Mom, based on what we hear and even what Big Mom said in the chapter, how the fuck you gonna take out Kaido? Even if you got all the Straw Hats, how you think? Like, because it's not even just Kaido. If it was just Kaido himself, I still wouldn't even say they had a chance, but it seemed more likely because, okay, you know, you got Zoro, you got Luffy, you got Sanji, you got all the Straw Hats, you know, they could jump this motherfucker. Maybe make something happen. You never know, right? But he got an army with him. He got mad people. So, yeah, it's a little bit like, okay, putting off the Big Mom thing again after we thought that this was going to be resolved. And, you know, with knowing Oda, it's not going to be as cut and dry as a lot of us are thinking, or a lot of other people are thinking. Because I got faith in Oda in a sense that it's not going to just be, oh, you know, they got away and shit like that. There's going to be some repercussions for some characters somewhere along the line. So I'm not really pressed about it. I thought it was fine. If anything, it makes me feel like, yo, Big Mom's the real deal. Big Mom is the real deal. Again, a reminder, Luffy is not Yonko level. It's been solidified right there. He probably gave it his all. Even if he's tired, he gave it his all with that Gear 4 shot, and Big Mom wasn't moved. You know what I'm saying? Her jelly rolls weren't fucking flapping in the wind. You feel me? You get me? So, I'm not bothered by that event. A couple other things to talk about in the chapter, though, because I don't want to focus solely on people's gripes of the chapter. You know what I'm saying? The Germa. The Germa, ooh, everything they've done, karma is biting them in the ass, and I love it. Getting Judge or seeing Judge getting fucking wrecked, and then the brothers and shit like that. I like it. I think they deserve it, and then some for what they did to Sanji. I don't know, call me a piece of shit for feeling this way, but they deserve it. Now, Reiju, that's the only one. Don't touch my Reiju, bro. At that point, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch Reiju. But yeah, yo, fucking Judge thought he was about to do something. He got fucking wrecked by Big Mom. That was an awesome part. And again, it just shows the level that Big Mom is at, even compared to the Germa. I remember earlier on, people were saying maybe the Germa and Judge are like possibly Yonko level or close to Yonko level. They ain't nowhere near that shit. I mean, even if you go back earlier in the arc when Sanji went up against Judge and Judge had to cheat and have motherfuckers jump in the way for him, Sanji probably could have taken Judge. So there's no way in hell that he was going to do much to Big Mom. I give him credit for having some balls and jumping in. And, you know, all of his, oh my god, you cheated us out of this and that. He was on some fucking Rob Kardashian or Black China shit, you know what I'm saying? But he, just like Rob, this motherfucker got Shrek'd, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, I fucked with that part because I think, honestly, it was cool to see them step up and man up and showcase that, yeah, Judge cried like a bitch earlier in this arc, but he still got balls, but he got fucking Shrek'd at the same time, so it all plays very nicely for me, you know what I'm saying? I don't got a problem with that at all. Then we see a little bit of the CP0, Sassy, I believe it was, or Sassy, something along the lines of that. We see that they ain't nothing to fuck with neither. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really liking the build up because CP0 seems as though they're going to be something to kind of really be feared. You know what I mean? They're not a joke. So I appreciate that point in the chapter. Honestly, I don't really have too much to say about that other than you can see that they're sneaky and shit like that. And it was about time that the bomb finally went off. This bomb has been set since Fishman Island. What was Fishman Island started? Like in the late 500s or early 600s of One Piece, you know what I'm saying? Like early 600 of One Piece. We on 800 something now. It's been many years since that shit was set up, you know what I'm saying? So about time it went off. Personally, I want to say a couple things, you know, the aftermath of that. I want to see Big Mom blame Fishman Island because initially that was a present from Fishman Island. Now, they escape. There's the problem right there, which I'm kind of curious what are going to be the repercussions because she's going to immediately blame them and possibly attack them or send people to attack them. So, in a way, something has to be done with Big Mom in this arc or it's going to be another thing. Because, you know, Jinbei ain't going to just say, he's not going to sit back, okay, fuck it, she's going to get Fishman Island while I cruise with Luffy to go fight Kaido. You know what I mean? So, something has to be done to Big Mom. Personally, I wanted the bomb to go off on Big Mom, injure her a little bit, and then maybe Luffy can try and fuck her up a bit. You know what I'm saying? But it seems as though it's fucking up her castle. Maybe she'll just completely have a mental breakdown or something, and she'll be a vegetable for a good chunk of One Piece. I don't know, but I feel as though, to a certain degree, Big Mom does need to be somewhat dealt with in this arc. Otherwise, she's going to attack Fishman Island. She's not going to stop. And that's another enemy to look over their shoulder. And I mean, again, going back to something in the chapter that I thought was pretty fucking interesting is the fact that Big Mom referred to Kaido almost as if she can't even stop him. Like, yeah, good luck stopping that. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, so that kind of puts things into perspective on where Big Mom is on the Yonko charts, you know what I mean? I think she kind of, not necessarily fears Kaido, but she realizes that Kaido can't be stopped, and that's probably why she never made a move on Kaido or anything, well, made a move as far as, you know, fighting-wise. Maybe sexually, she probably like, Kaido, want to put some kids in me, motherfucker? Like, nah. But, like, that's probably why she never made a move, because she was just kind of like, I can't fuck with him, which is good shit there, because it shows again, okay, what's the ranking now? We got Big Mom, Blackbeard, we don't really know exactly how strong he is at this point. I mean, we know he was a fucking pussy before everything started. He was an evil pussy, but he was a pussy. We've seen him cowering a couple of different times, you know what I mean? So it's like, maybe Big Mom is above Blackbeard, below Blackbeard. Well, after the couple years, I wouldn't be surprised if even Blackbeard is on top of her or whatever. But then you gotta assume that it's Shanks and Kaido up there, and I don't know, man. From what I've seen with Kaido, motherfucker jumping from the heavens, I don't even think Shanks can fuck with him. You never know. Shanks is the fucking OG, but I just see at this point, like, even Shanks might not be able to fuck with Kaido, the way Big Mom talked about him. As a whole, the chapter, pretty fucking dope. A couple of things, again, to mention. One, I mean, running away again, it does contradict those lines Luffy said at the end of Dressrosa, we're not running away no more. Also, it does seem like it's going to be convenient in a way with the bomb going off to either help the Straw Hats get away or help the situation in a sense for them to get leverage against Big Mom. Maybe they could do something in a sense of like promise her something, I don't fucking know, in regards to stopping the Fishman Island situation, because she's going to go against Fishman Island after this, you know, especially with Jinbei bouncing, she's definitely going to attack Fishman Island. and they're not going to stand for that. So unless we're going to have more Big Mom even after this, like they're racing to Fishman Island, more than likely we're going to get something resolved within all of this. So honestly, decent chapter. I like seeing Judge getting Shrek'd and his peoples, his, you know, his sons and shit like that. Like, good for you motherfuckers. You deserve it. Luffy thing, I don't want to see Luffy fuck Big Mom up. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some good shit. And Luffy's tired at the same time, so I don't see why people are finding that to be this gigantic problematic issue. Would you rather that? Or would you rather him say, my friends make my dick hard and beat Big Mom up? No, I'm not having that. So, overall, decent chapter, I want to say. It was good. It wasn't amazing or anything like that. And I really wish Luffy and them didn't have to run and say, well, we'll get you after Kaido. So, it is what it is. Somewhere in the 7s, maybe, around there. Kind of curious what you guys think about this, though. What do you think about Luffy's attack on Big Mom? The fact that it didn't work and that he's tired. Are you pissed about it? Did you care? You don't give a fuck? You just thought it was whatever? Also, what do you think about the bomb going off? How do you think that's going to affect the situation against Big Mom? And what do you think about that CP0? Like, yo, CP0 is starting to look more and more promising as things progress in One Piece. And overall thoughts of the chapter? Yay, nay. I see a lot of people hating on some shit. Again, it wasn't groundbreaking. I think there's some things Oda could have done a little bit differently, but as a whole, it's One Piece, and you know Oda's gonna, in a couple chapters, make everything worth it, so let's just chill. Let's chill. Now, in a couple chapters, if it still is kind of like ass, then okay, Oda, you failed us, but chill. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day, and have faith in Oda, please. Like, yo, 870 some chapters. Have faith.